Hey friends, hey guys, and welcome back to another day date with John and I, where we cook lunch and answer your questions. If you're not following us over on Instagram, make sure you guys are checking out our Instagrams. I will leave them linked down below. I asked you guys to ask us questions and you always deliver. And speaking of deliver, I'd like to thank our sponsor today, EveryPlate. You guys, we talk to you guys about EveryPlate every single month. We use it, we love it, and it's one of the things that actually gets us through the month as far as grocery shopping goes, especially right now. These meals are always good, they're always convenient, and they are always affordable. EveryPlate takes the guesswork out of cooking. They send you all the ingredients as well as recipe sheets so you know exactly what meals you're getting. The beautiful thing is you can pick the meals. If you like a meal, it's called doubling up. You can get 2 of the same, 3 of the same, whatever you like. They also offer an option where you can actually pick the protein for each of your meals. It may change the way that you make it a little bit, but you can pick the protein, which I think is super cool because there's some people who have allergies and stuff like that. So it truly is 100% customizable, which is so convenient. And if you're paying for a service, I would love to pay for something that I can actually use. So you're not going to get ingredients that you might not necessarily use. You can customize it 100% to you. Most dinner options are $10 per serving. With EveryPlate, you're going to get 10 chef special options for $4.99 per serving, which is about the same as a cup of coffee. We use it, we plan on using it through postpartum. If you guys do not know, I am knocked up and I am getting closer and closer to my labor and delivery date, and these meals are really great, especially for my beautiful husband.
It ain't my fault.
He does not struggle making these, and it's actually, I think, made him a better cook. I think you're more confident in the kitchen because of EveryPlate.
EveryPlate has made it easy, honestly.
Most of these recipes can be done in 30 to 45 minutes. You get all of the ingredients, you get step-by-step instructions. It could not be any easier, and we love EveryPlate for us. If you guys want to check out EveryPlate for yourselves, make sure you guys click the link down below and check it out. A lot of you guys already use EveryPlate and love it, so let me know what your favorite meal is. I think we actually got one of you guys suggested to us to try the Vietnamese style pork burgers, so that is what we're going to be making today. Let me know what your favorite recipe is. If you guys want to check out EveryPlate for yourselves, go ahead and click the link down below and let me know if you ordered, and we can, you know, exchange recipes, okay? So let's get to answering questions and cooking.
Let's do it.
It's time. It's time. So I'm gonna let John take the lead on this one.
Really? Like I didn't just shred carrots for, because we don't have a
We don't have, our first question, do you guys know how to cook? No, actually we don't. And he had to peel all of the carrots by hand to make carrot fries, but it will be well worth it.
It will be.
I will preheat the oven though.
Oh, thank you.
You're
so
welcome.
much.
You're so welcome. These meals are really good for lunches,
yes,
and super easy dinners. When we're out and about, we're actually gonna make another EveryPlate dinner tonight because we are going out tonight. So, not out, what are we doing?
We're going partying.
We're gonna go see Christmas lights. I know it's November, I don't wanna hear it, okay? I don't wanna hear it. But we're gonna make another EveryPlate meal tonight. So this one's perfect for lunch, and then we'll have another one for dinner.
Yeah, it's Thanks Christmas.
It is.
Gosh.
Thanks Christmas. Are you ready for some questions?
I am.
We got a lot of questions about how we met, which we've talked about before, but there are new people here.
Yeah.
Honey, how did we meet?
You were a hoochie. Not much has changed.
Like when we first knew who each other was.
We actually met on Instant Messenger, I believe, or
MySpace.
Yeah.
I was in high school, so was he. He was a senior. I was a sophomore.
Sophomore.
And he would not date me because I was young. We love a stand-up guy for us. And then, by some strike of fate, we ended up being in the same bar. Almost 10 years later. 5 years later? A while later.
Mm-hmm.
Years later. We were in the same bar. He was the tallest.
Like seven years.
He was the tallest guy in the bar, and I was like, oh, he's cute, okay. Got cool, Lauren. And then we ended up having one mutual friend who neither of us are friends with anymore, and we talked, right? And you added me on Facebook, or I added you on Facebook?
You wouldn't give me your number.
I wouldn't give you my number, that's right.
You were making out with some other dude.
I did not make out with another dude. I was not making out with another dude. You're talking about, I didn't make out with, anyway, he asked me.
What'd you do with my towel?
Oh, this one?
You thief?
He asked me for my number, I said no, and then I was like, well, he was really cute, I should add him on Facebook. I did, and then we went on a date like a week later.
Yep.
And look at us now. in love. That's how we met, guys. It's not some fairy tale romance, but it worked out okay, you know?
It worked out okay.
It worked out okay. Here we are.
All right.
How long have we been together now?
Too long, obviously.
Since 2011?
Yeah.
Do the math. That's like 9 years.
Yeah, no.
Holy crap. Here we are 9 years later.
And you got pregnant a month later.
I did. We had Ella, and here we are.
2012, yep.
And we're having our second child now. Look at us.
Yeah.
Wow, we really grew up, didn't we?
Sort of.
Kind of. That's how we met, folks.
Hey, what do I gotta do with this garlic?
Chop it finely.
Why do you always leave me the hard stuff?
I cut the cucumbers into half moons.
Oh, I know. That was so tough.
We're also going to add a garlic press to our list of things to get. A peeler and a garlic press. We might even get those on Amazon today.
We had to start our kitchen from scratch. Stop judging me.
We do have pots and pans now, guys. Look at this. We have like a full set of cookware. We've never, ever had a full set of cookware. And because now we actually cook, it was necessary. Who knew? We got a lot of questions about us. This is kind of a juicy question. Well, we won't go into detail. Are you able to still get intimate while preggo? I struggled with that. Yes. Yeah, we are able to currently. We're married, folks.
Well, how it happened was...
No, yeah, we're doing okay there. I think honestly probably better than when I was pregnant with Ella. I'm just not as uncomfortable. But I can totally understand why that's an issue in a lot of relationships when you're pregnant, because you got a lot going on. Like, look at this. There's a lot going on. But we're doing okay. We're handling it. Isn't marriage fun? It's a lot of, honestly guys, these are a lot of questions about being pregnant. Us as a couple.
Which is fine, yeah.
So, I mean, the kid's not home, so we can't embarrass her, really, right?
Well,
Mom and Dad are still having... Yeah, oh, don't say that. That makes it weird.
How does it make it weird?
Because I feel bad now.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. I don't want to embarrass you. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're fine. We're doing good. Everything's great. My mom's FaceTiming. You guys
Of course
wanna
she is.
You guys want to say hi to Jill? Say hi.
Well, hello. Who am I saying hi to?
The vlog, we're making an EveryPlate meal.
Oh, what do you mean? And I was actually calling you about that. Like, I thought, oh, do you guys want to have lunch today? But then you're having a afternoon date with your boogie, right?
Yeah, we're having an EveryPlate. We're having the Vietnamese burgers, right?
Yes,
Oh,
pork burgers.
And carrot fries.
Mm.
I got a question. Biggest tips for PCOS and plus size trying to conceive. Biggest tip I had would be like, don't trust an app. I did use an app for months and months and months, and it was pretty, right? Like, it was pretty...
Sorry, I know I'm making some weird noises back here.
It was pretty accurate as far as like it being on time for my period and stuff. Like, it was accurate.
Your ovulation was off by a couple days, wasn't it?
Yes, my ovulation, where they say you're like the most fertile, was off. So I was actually ovulating a little bit later than my app told me. So my biggest tip would be to get the ovulation test strips and just test every single day. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not that bad. I've peed in so many cups and dipped so many sticks. How many? I mean, honestly.
Honestly,
hundreds.
You went through the whole testing kit.
Which I will leave linked down below if you guys want to check it out as well.
And I think, and this isn't making fun of you.
I did a lot of pregnancy tests.
How many did you go through? Honestly,
oh my gosh.
Probably like 30?
50.
50?
Easily.
I don't think it was that many.
Well, no, because I had the affordable ones too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the little ones, yeah.
So my biggest tip would be definitely test your ovulation. A lot of...
I have to.
He's making the sriracha mayo, so I can't be mad. It smells really good. My biggest tip would be to definitely test your ovulation for yourself and see if A, if you're ovulating, B, if you're ovulating later or earlier than normal, because a lot of women with PCOS do not ovulate either at all, or they ovulate late, or they ovulate early. We ovulate differently than other people, or it's just, you wanna know because-
You ovulate on different schedules.
Right. You definitely wanna know that because it will help you conceive. If you know when you ovulate, because that's when you're supposed to like.
And men, be patient with your wife as she goes through this. We honestly, and this is being honest, we made the mistake of kind of, I don't want to say shaming you, because it wasn't like shameful, but it was like
It was annoying.
It was, and how I approached it was wrong. And I said to you, I was like, you know, can you just stop? Like,
Yeah.
stop. And
Anybody who's trying to conceive knows you can't stop. It's like, it consumes your life. And I hate that it consumed my life, but it consumed my life. Trying to conceive was one of the hardest things I've been through emotionally ever.
Yeah.
And it's the month that I actually did test my ovulation and found out I was like ovulating later, I got pregnant.
Yeah.
So totally would suggest absolutely testing, because if you aren't ovulating, you can talk to your doctor and say, hey, I've done this for 2 cycles now, it's not working. Can you help me ovulate? They have medicine for that. Or you catch your ovulation and you bada bing, bada boom, and hopefully get pregnant. God willing, there are no issues with sperm or egg or any of those things. I'm not a doctor, so I cannot tell you how to conceive. But my biggest tip would be definitely track your ovulation. Talk to your doctor and express concern. Find a doctor who's really good and doesn't really bring up your size every time if it doesn't affect your health. I know that's a lot, because a lot of women with PCOS also have weight issues, which can make it feel like super difficult, because a lot of doctors say lose weight and then try and you'll get pregnant. That's not necessarily the case every time. And sometimes it's way harder for people to even conceive at all. So definitely do your research, test your ovulation, see how that's working out for you. And if you are ovulating and you still haven't gotten pregnant after a few months, I would definitely express concern to your doctor and see what they can do to help. And husbands, like John said, be patient. Yeah. All we want when we're trying to conceive is that end result of a beautiful, healthy baby in a pregnancy, a positive pregnancy test. That's what we want. And when you don't get it, it is absolutely heartbreaking every single time. And it can feel like your lady is going crazy and nuts.
And that's what it felt like, because I wasn't understanding. I didn't know enough about.
He didn't know. John, he's a guy. So he's like, all right, well, we do it and we have a baby. Like, we had a baby already. What the heck?
And I didn't know enough about PCOS and what it was, what it meant, like, in all honesty.
Yeah.
But watching your videos actually helped me understand it too. So.
Yeah, it's hard because I just wanted a baby so bad. And a lot of guys say they feel used because you're like, we have to do it right now, like now.
Yeah,
and it can feel very clinical also, because you're trying to make sure that you're doing all the things right. So
it kind of just takes the feeling out of it.
Like the fun.
Right.
Right.
And it just kind of feels like, hey, I'm here to, you know,
to
and that's it.
Baste the turkey.
Okay, that's a little.
Ew,
much.
it's gross.
Yeah.
It does. It becomes very clinical.
Yes.
And it becomes not a chore, but kind of a chore. So my suggestion would be to try and spice it up as much as you can, but get the job done. You know what I'm saying? John's just informed me we are in our final step. This is honestly one of the easiest ones we've made.
It is very easy. There's a lot of bowls involved with this one.
For sauces and...
Right, exactly. For spare pieces, things like that. But
if you had the right tools, anything is possible. All we needed really to truly make it even easier was a vegetable peeler.
Yeah, a peeler and a garlic press.
I'm so excited about the cucumber on the burger. I think that's gonna be really nice.
Yeah, I mixed that in the bowl with the carrots. It's ready to go. Sriracha mayo is done.
Yum.
Interesting. I thought it was interesting mixing the sugar in with the meat.
You don't like sweet meat.
I don't like sweet meat.
What are you gonna do about that? You gonna eat
I already
it?
mixed. Yeah, it's mixed in, but you also put a lot of garlic and lime and different flavors in. So we'll see. And it'll be a true test. I don't like sweet meat, but we're gonna see what it tastes like.
I love sweet meat. This is all very strange video today, but I like a sweet meat.
A lot of innuendos here.
Innuendos. Our friend Carrie Hickson asked, did I have a C-section with Ella? Yes, I did.
C-section story. We ready for this one?
Oh no.
First time I ever held a child.
Ever in his life.
Ever in my life. And shaky, felt like I was gonna pass out. Everything went decent. I stood up, had her, didn't drop her. Was walking out of the surgical room, the OR. Mm-hmm. And I looked over to the left, and the nurse that was with me, escorting me, was like, don't look to your left. I said, okay, and looked to my left. And Lauren's insides were all on the table, and I'm like, uh-oh. But luckily, both of our mothers were in the hallway. I ran right into them.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay.
And that's why I am trying really hard to avoid a C-section this time. simply because I want the experience of a natural birth, and if I don't have it, I won't beat myself up about it. But I just don't want to go through surgery again, man. That was not a fun time. But I do know more now. I didn't get to hold Ella for 2 hours because I had to go to recovery. That will not happen again. I had to be able to move my toes before they would let me out of recovery. So I stood at my toes,
Stared?
I stared at my toes for 2 hours trying to move them because I have spinal tap. Or spinal block. And a woman saved her placenta and had it in a clear bucket in front of me. So I stared at that for 2 hours. It won't happen like that again, I can promise you. There's so much more that they offer now as well. It's been 8 years since I've had a baby. But I will not be away from Ella. Well, I'd say that was a super interesting get to know us, trying to conceive baby talk.
And honestly, the food was super easy to make. Yeah,
it was really short amount of cooking time, which we really love for us. We'd have the patience of a flea, so.
Definitely.
It was easy to make. We're excited to eat it, and it's perfect because it is exactly 12 o'clock, which is lunchtime.
Yes.
Good job. Thank you, EveryPlate, again for sponsoring this video. It's not hard to talk about because they're so good. So if you guys tried this one, if you're one of the ones who left the suggestion for the Vietnamese burger, let me know because we're super pumped to try it. Do you want to try it on camera? Oh yeah, baby. John is like the best taste tester ever. You guys, if you haven't seen him taste test on his channel, it's what he's good at.
Oh, wow.
Really? Got sauce in yours. How is it?
It's really good.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Yes! Another win. All right, we're gonna go ahead and sit down and enjoy this lunch that we made. If you guys wanna check out EveryPlate for yourselves, it's linked down below. And let us know again what your favorite recipe is. This one is a hit. I haven't found one yet that I haven't liked. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for asking questions, and thank you for being a friend. We love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends!
Bye, friends.
Bye, friends.